Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. It's bad enough when you have the referees being so incompetent, so inconsistent, clearly calling things one way for a certain player and calling it another way for another player. Paige Bueckers can land on somebody's foot, up, flagrant foul, 3 free throws and the ball back. Kelsey Mitchell can land on somebody's foot. Just a common foul. Here, go take your free throws, and Dallas Wings will take the ball the other way. We have Sophie Cunningham going head-to-head against Paige Bueckers, smothering Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers pushing off every time down the court because she's not fast enough, not quick enough to create space, fighting around screens, fighting through screens, going baseline to baseline. So what does she need to do? She needs to push off on Sophie Cunningham to get herself open. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking. All right, Paige is pushing off Sophie, so there must be calling fouls on Paige. Incorrect, you are. This is the only league I know where Paige Bueckers can literally shove Sophie Cunningham with two hands, shove Sophie Cunningham, yet the foul is on Sophie Cunningham. It's bad enough when we have that going against us. But to add insult to injury, when we come out the game, scoring 15 points in the first quarter, when we come out the half, scoring 13 points in the third quarter, when the team seems not ready to actually play, when we have a coach that allows the Dallas Wings to go on a 19-0 run without making any adjustments, without calling a timeout, Dallas Wings 19-0 run. When we have all of these factors working against us, it's going to be very hard to win games. Chloe Bibby, I'm at the point where I want to see Chloe Bibby get 15 to 20 minutes a night. Shoot, maybe put her in the starting lineup. Chloe Bibby is a shot maker. She is a shot maker. She shoots the three. It's like she doesn't care whether it goes in or whether it misses. She knows as soon as it hits my hand, I'm throwing it up there. And more often than not, Chloe Bibby's hitting those three-point shots. Sophie Cunningham continues to show up for this team. Kelsey Mitchell played well enough, had a terrible brain fart. Oh my goodness, a terrible brain fart with 13 seconds left. The Indiana Fever lose to the Dallas Wings 81-80. We were down by as many as 17 points. 17 points. We battle back. We fight back. We get close. Too little, too late. Too little, far too late. We couldn't overcome the hole that we dug ourselves. We couldn't overcome the slow start in the first quarter, and we couldn't overcome the slow start in the third quarter. We have Paige pushing off Sophie Cunningham play after play after play after play after play. Look, this is one instance right here. Sophie draped all over Paige. Paige pushing off Sophie Cunningham, yet that's a foul on Sophie Cunningham. I have no idea how. We have Paige pushing off Sophie Cunningham, yet that's a foul on Sophie Cunningham. I have no idea how. We have Paige getting guarded by Sophie Cunningham, pushing off Sophie Cunningham again, yet, of course, this is going to be a foul on, you guessed it, Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham, deny, face guard, hands are up, Paige pushes off. Oh, yep, that's a foul on Sophie Cunningham. Paige Bueckers, folks, her whistle is undeniable at this point. Paige Bueckers' whistle is so superior, it makes it look like Asia Wilson doesn't even have one. Paige Bueckers' Wilson is so severe that it makes Brianna Stewart look like she doesn't get enough foul calls. It would be nice if we get some whistles like that in our favor. It would be nice if every time Kelsey Mitchell gets knocked on her butt, taken to the rack, she gets a foul call. It would be nice if AB going to the rack, she would get a foul call. It would be nice if Sophie Cunningham got mauled all game on the offensive end. No foul calls in her favor. She's throwing it off the backboard, putting nasty English on it, gets fouled, no call. Coast to coast, gets fouled, no call. Gets hacked coming across the lane, foul, no call. So the referees definitely weren't on our team today. Then we have this final play of the game. And this play hurts me so much. This is when habits come back to bite you. This is when habits come back to bite you, and coaches not nipping these habits in the bud come back to bite you. How many times have we said over here, Natasha Howard, please, just don't, when you get the rebound, just don't say to yourself, it's time for me to go coast to coast. Find the closest guard, give it to the closest guard, and clear the way. Don't bring the ball up coast to coast if there is a guard right next to you. Give it to Caitlin Clark. Give it to Arian McDonald. Give it to Kelsey Mitchell. Give it up. But if we have a coach that continues to allow this type of stuff to transpire, yes, we are pissed when we see it, but we can't be too surprised, right? When we see something like we saw in the last 13 seconds transpire, we can be pissed, but we can't be surprised at what we saw because we have seen it so often. We got grabbing a rebound here. Boom. Natasha Howard grabbing a rebound with 12 seconds left. Now there's two things we do here. If I'm the coach, right? I'm calling a quick timeout. Boop. We only had a reset timeout left. I'm calling a quick boop reset timeout. Or I am praying and hoping the ball gets in my playmaker's hand as fast as possible where they have time left to cook on the offensive end. If my playmaker doesn't get the ball instantly, I am calling a timeout and we're resetting it. But I am not going to stand idly by while we kill time dribbling the ball across half court without any type of purpose, without any type of initiative. Again, we can be pissed off, but we can't be surprised at what we saw take place right here. Natasha Howard dribbling across the ball, dribbling, stopping, looking around, looking to find somebody to pass the ball to. We wasted 5 seconds getting the ball across half court and into Kelsey Mitchell's hand. From the 12-second mark, 12 and a half seconds, to the 7-second mark. We wasted about 5+ seconds doing that process. So instead of Kelsey Mitchell getting the ball going downhill, now the Dallas Wings are set up defensively, and now the person guarding Kelsey Mitchell, Javon Quinterly, I believe, who is an athletic guard, has her position set to where now she can shuffle her feet with Kelsey Mitchell and stay in front of her. At this point, I'm calling a timeout as well. But we don't call a timeout at this point. We let Kelsey go one-on-one, and this was a terrible Kelsey. You're doing nothing for me right now. We're dribbling in circles. We're going nowhere. Can't get past our defender. Stephanie White waits until there's less than 2 seconds left to call a timeout. Should have called a timeout off that rebound as soon as we saw Kelsey Mitchell didn't get the ball off the rebound. Should have called a timeout, a reset timeout, as soon as we crossed half court. Should have called the timeout as soon as you see Quinterly is playing top-notch defense, shuffling her feet, staying in front of Kelsey Mitchell. We don't call a timeout at the first case, we don't call a timeout at the second instance, and we don't call a timeout the third time. Instead, we wait until the last possible second to call a timeout. And then we draw up a terrible end of the game play to Kelsey Mitchell coming off a curl screen, coming right in front of the inbounder, grabbing the ball, shooting a fadeaway three that goes off the top of the backboard. When we have the refs working against us and we have coaching blunders, because that's a coaching blunder. I named 3 different instances we could have called the timeout if coach was paying attention. None of those took place. We waited to the last possible second, but worst of all, we allowed bad habits to continue to stay bad habits, and it came back and bit us in the ass. It's the devil's in the details, folks. The devil's in the details. So we had that play, and then we have quarters and halves where we come out not ready to play. We come out making no adjustments. We come out slow, lethargic. The Dallas Wings went on a 19-0 run, and we're sitting there. Wait, did we call a timeout? Was there a timeout called during this 12-0 run? No, there wasn't. Oh, okay. Just making sure. 12-0 run turned into a 19-0 run, turned into a 21-3 run. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Stop the bleeding? We lost to the Dallas Wings. They didn't even have Enrique Ongumbawale. She sat the entire game. Out with injury or rest or whatever the heck was her excuse. Natasha Howard, she didn't even play that bad. But one mistake can sneak up on you. She really didn't play that bad. But that one mistake snuck up defensively, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Natasha Howard played a good 39 minutes and 45 seconds. The last 15 seconds, habits reared their ugly head. Aaliyah Boston, 14 points, 5 boards. She got dominated by Lee from 3. Leah Yuru dominated AB. Leah Yuru dropped 20 points on AB's head top. Off the bench, dropped 20 points. Kelsey Mitchell, scoreless in the third quarter because we were too busy focusing on AB and Natasha. Scoreless in the third quarter. Comes and gives us 12 in the fourth. Sophie Cunningham, 14 points, 5 for 10, 2 for 4 from the three-point line. I'm at that point where I want to see Sophie Cunningham shoot like 12, 13 shots a game. I'm at the point where I want to see Sophie Cunningham shoot 7 threes a game. Just shoot it, Sophie. Just shoot it. They got to give you the ball, but when you just shoot it. I'm at that point. Just shoot it. We need to see something. Lexi Hull, 0 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 0 for 3 from the field. She played defense on Paige Bueckers today. She did play defense on Paige Bueckers. It was brought to my attention she was out during that big 19-0 run. But we need some type of threat in our starting lineup offensively. We can't go 4v5 every game. We can't. 4v5 and no head coach, we can't do that. You had a good game against the Chicago Sky, and we have this game tonight. Got to step it up, Lex. Bench, non-existent. Dantas hit a late 3, too little, too late. A late bucket, and she went to the free throw line. Too little, too late. Another Brianna Turner sighting. 3 straight games we see Brianna Turner. It's insanity. Chloe Bibby, 11 points in 12 minutes. Chloe Bibby needs 15 to 20 minutes a game. Easy. 15 to 20 minutes a game. We need her on the floor with Sophie Cunningham. We need these 2 shooters on the court together consistently. We need these 2 shooters on the court together consistently. Spreads the defense. Michaela Timpson, 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the first half. We don't see her the rest of the game. Why? We see Michaela Timpson 5 minutes in the first half. We don't see her the rest of the game. Why? Odyssey Sims, rough Indiana Fever debut for Odyssey Sims. 0 points, 2 assists, turnover, 0 for 4, and the 4 looked bad. We had 1 toss-up brick, 1 toss-up brick. It was just bad. It was just bad. On the other side, Maddie Segrist had herself a game, 9 for 13. Again, these are on our bigs. Like this is on Natasha Howard and AB. Like these players are putting our bigs to work. Again, I don't think Natasha Howard played that bad, but sheesh almighty. Paige Bueckers, 6 for 19, guarded mostly by Sophie and Lexi today. Haley Jones, look at that, folks. Their bench killed us. Leah Rue, 20 points off the bench, 7 for 14. Maisha Hines-Allen had a 3-pointer off the bench, 8 points. Plus 7, minus 4, plus 7, plus 2, plus 8. Quinterly played defense on Kelsey Mitchell. That last possession, this was brutal. We need to win the games that we're supposed to win, and this is one of those games, especially with no Enrique. Huh? What? We turn the ball over 18 times and we give up 27 points off turnovers? Huh? What? Why? How? Team wasn't ready to play, it didn't seem like. And that comes down to coaching. The coach needs to get these ladies ready to play. The coach needs to get these ladies ready to come out and play hard. They can't come out looking, wait, what's going on here? I didn't know that we had a game today. Can't be doing that anymore. Can't be coming out of the halftime not being the team that makes adjustments, not being the team that keeps it rolling. Can't be doing that anymore. We have the referees going against us. Paige Bueckers getting pity-pat foul calls. Flagrants for in her favor and not in our favor. We can't beat ourselves. If the refs, we just can't beat ourselves. And today we didn't show up. We didn't show up. We didn't execute late. Very interesting. Very interesting. I appreciate everybody who came out in the venue. Salute to everybody who showed support. I am back home, as you guys can tell. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.